Welcome to Trends on Thursdays, where I tell you about the trends I discussed with my clients this week. This week I'll talk about influencer marketing, bad reviews, data and CRMs, and engaging content. First up, influencer marketing. As the price of advertising on social media creeps up, influencer marketing is becoming more popular every day. One of the major problems with influencer marketing is that it's hard to quantify just how much of return on investment I'm getting. I can only judge influencers by the number of followers or perhaps the number of likes on the post, and those could obviously be fake, which, by the way, is similar to traditional advertising in that it's hard to tell if anybody actually watches any particular TV channel or show, listens to the radio, or reads a newspaper. We just put a much higher standard on digital. Whether it's worth it for your business to invest in, let's say, a micro-influencer depends on your individual situation, of course. If you have a local food blogger that's willing to feature your restaurant, or a fashion blogger that's willing to showcase your line of whatevers, it may be well worth it for you, or it could be a total bust. So you have to do your homework. The real question is if someone will come up with a way to quantify and make influencer marketing trackable. I'll have to stay tuned on that one. Next up, you may not be familiar with dislike mobs and review bombings, but if you ever had someone leave you an unfair review, you know the feeling all too well. Most rating sites struggle with controlling dishonest reviews. People that are trying to just bring down your business for spite, and that kind of stuff happens on a fairly regular basis. Rotten Tomatoes, a movie review site, is disabling the ability to review a movie prior to the release date, and that kind of makes sense. And YouTube has been talking about de-weaponizing the dislike button. Think about that one. I personally had quite a few interactions on behalf of clients to get dishonest reviews from, let's say, former employees or disgruntled customers pulled off of Google, Yelp, or Facebook because they had absolutely nothing to do with reality. Ultimately, it's of course in the numbers. One bad review will certainly get under your skin, but if it's listed with 100 great reviews, it probably will hurt your business a whole lot less. Of course, being proactive doesn't just stop with your encouraging good reviews and trying to catch bad ones before they walk out. It also is about making sure that all your profiles are claimed so you get notified when there's a new review and you can reply. I've had many clients with unclaimed Yelp, Google, or Bing reviews, and that's just not good for business. Next up, we have talked about the importance of data before, but ultimately it's just as important to use the data you collect. The hub for great tools like calendar automation, follow-up emails, funnels, and bots is a great customer relationship management system, or CRM. And there's dozens of CRMs out there on the market, and they all great at some things, not so great at other things. Some are super easy, some basically require a PhD to use, so you want to make the right choice for your business right out the gate. A CRM for a restaurant will totally be different from a CRM for the law office, and they're both totally different from one for an online store. The best way to pick a CRM is to start with the breakdown of your sales process and cycle, and then find a system that fits how you do business and probably allow it to improve the process as you implement it. One more, if you're wondering what drives the most engaging content on social media, would be characterized as inspirational, funny, and practical, according to a study by Buffer. And maybe a combination of those would work too. Now, as you know, I'm a big believer in original content, most because I don't think it's practical or useful to plaster other people's quotes all over social media. I think we can all post practical advice about our business and not be salesy. I think inspirational can be a whole array of things. Perhaps your restaurant can inspire people to eat food that's both healthy and looks great, or if you're an entrepreneur, you can inspire other people to take a similar path. The main thing is to think about who your ideal customer is and what would make them want to engage with a post or share it with their friends. Well, that's it for Trends on Thursdays. I'll be back with a Monday Thought Starter. You have a great weekend, and I'm Tobias Wilhelm.